Hey there guys, it's your boy Arios, and we're back with some Trails to Azure. We're in front of the SSS building right now, and that's where they last left us off. After that big ass reveal from Theater of being the first president of the independent state of Crossbell. Man, that was crazy. I was supposed to be taking a little break, because I have been feeling, pretty under the weather. But after that, I can't stop playing right now. I at least want to get through the conversations with all the NPCs, because I know everyone is saying some crazy stuff right now. There's going to be a lot going on. So we're going to be doing a little patrolling. Let's go back inside. Okay, we got Cecily, Kia, and Zeit. Sergey isn't here, but let's check. We might have some quests. Might not, honestly. Who knows? But we only have one. The Geofront Sea Sector Monster Extermination. A dangerous monster, Divine Delph, has been sighted in the Geofront Sea Sector. We ask that the Special Support Section deal with this threat swiftly. Damn. Just one quest. Outside of the hidden quest, obviously. Oh, let's go feed ďಃ Love. Let's not forget to do that. Sometimes I feel like I forget, even though I don't think I have. Like, ever forgotten. Let's feed him. Let's feed him some gold salmon. This cat right here is a winner. Received the Heaven's Eye. Oh my, are you giving this to me? Thanks, ďঃ Love. We'll make sure to put it to good use. Alright. Let's get on with our day, I suppose. Zeit is agitated over something. He's probably more alert than usual given everything that's going on. Keep an eye out for Kia and Cecily, okay, Zeit? I had no idea Arios' reason for having Shizuko discharged was this serious. If it truly was for the sake of her safety, then our hands are tied. Yeah, that's true. On that note, how are things over at St. ďঃ Love right now? I was wondering the same thing. Are Ilya and the others from the department alright? The hospital is in a state of confusion. We're handling the patients as best as we can. Fran's been recovering nicely, so we transferred her to the general ward. Inspector Donovan also regained consciousness not too long ago. Ilya has yet to wake up though. That's unfortunate. Let's keep rooting for her to get back on her feet then. Agreed. My prayers are with her. At any rate, I'll look after Kia in the building while you're gone. The situation has gotten quite dire, so please be safe out there. I'm sorry everyone. For running outside like that, I mean. I feel like you're sorry for a different reason. It's okay, Kia. You don't have to apologize. This is an overwhelming situation to be in. It's completely normal to feel anxious. And as your guardians, putting your mind at ease is part of our role. She's right, Kia. You can always talk to us if something's on your mind. There's a lot on her mind, and there's a lot she ain't talking about, that's for sure. What they said, we like it when you lean on us for things, you know? Okay, thanks guys. Be careful, I'll be waiting for you. Thanks for everything, guys. Thanks for everything, huh? I got a sickening feeling, bro. Yeah, of course, really getting bold. What with this whole defense force fiasco? Those snazzy new uniforms of theirs tell me this must have been in the works for a while now, too. You ask me, I prefer it if they weren't armed to the teeth. But I guess it's a little late for that now. Goddess knows how this whole mess is going to shake out. Obviously not too well. Those auto cars with big screens look super cool. Daddy would have loved them. Daddy said he's busy because of his job at the city hall. Mommy's not busy though. The tour company she works for is on vacation. I suppose it was inevitable, but I've seen almost zero tourists this past week. It makes me wonder how else Crossbell is going to change down the road. The Crossbell Defense Force is intended not for offensive measures, but for protection. We're different from those Imperial and Republican Army savages, so please be at ease. Yeah, I wonder how long until that's really the case. I feel like there will come a time where we have to butt heads with them. It's inevitable. The IBC is freezing international assets. I never thought Mayor Gross would resort to such drastic measures. Nevertheless, as he said, we may not have another chance to stand up for ourselves like this. I agreed with President Croix's address 100%. Crossbell is our home. We have to show our support and do our part however we can. So we're independent now? Well, I'm all for it. Consequences be damned. Just the thought of us finally being free makes my heart swell up with courage. And there's only so far courage can get you, my friend. I was impressed by the president's address, don't get me wrong. But ಠಃLove's right. What's happening is a little suspicious and a lot worrisome. What do you got to say, Latte? President Theodore Croix and Secretary of Defense Arios McLean of the independent state of Crossbell. It sounds nice and official on paper, sure, but what I want to know is will they actually be able to protect us? That's the good question. Latte out here, huh? They'll be Gehenna to pay if it all turns out to be postering. You're speaking facts. Like, Flate might be blunt and she might say some like rash things sometimes, but she usually isn't wrong with some of the stuff she says. The IBC has frozen all foreign assets, and as of this morning, regular train and bus services have been suspended. The situation is primed for chaos, or a crisis. I can already smell it brewing on the horizon. I intend to keep the restaurant open for as long as I can, but to be honest, I'm more than a little concerned. Wait a second, did I talk? I did talk to Murmur, did I? I did. I just wanted to make sure. It's so weird getting used to her being back out there instead of in the kitchen. Like back here. Did you hear President Cray's speech? Wow! Talk about impressive. I felt prouder and more courageous with every word he spoke. Don't get lost in words, so yeah, that's all I could tell you, man. Regular railroad service shut down this morning. This is a serious concern for us. What alternatives do we have for importing ingredients? I can't shake this ominous feeling in my bones, but there's not much we chefs can do, save for what we do best. Oh, same thing. Okay. Arios is so hot. I know, right? And that new uniform, red and gray, is so totally his color. No matter what happens, I think we're gonna be just fine with Arios around. You guys really believe in Arios to a really high degree to take on two damn major powers? Like, it's naive. It is beyond naive, because Arios isn't the only enigma in the world. We've seen that firsthand. There's all sorts of monsters lurking around, and that's not even just Aryan Road. Cassius is a monster himself. Not saying that Cassius is gonna do anything, but I'm just saying that Arios might be a protector of Crossbell, but who the hell knows what the Empire and the Republic have. Like, they probably got way stronger people over there than Arios. Like, don't think it's just a group of, an army headed here or something. You never know who is amongst those ranks. It's no different than Richard. Richard, an army person, Richard, but Richard was strong as hell. He's a monster. And he probably isn't even on Arios' level, but I'm just saying there's probably way more heavy hitters than you'd expect. And it seems like Crossbell only really has him. Like, who else is like a top dog here? Like, yeah, you have Scott and Wenzel and Eolia and Lynn, but bro, when you come face to face with some real dangerous foes, you gotta need more than that. Just having Arios here ain't gonna really save the whole damn city itself. The president had a point. There have been a lot of inexplicable incidents in our history. It's just like he said, as Crossbellans, we bear some of the responsibility for overlooking it all this time. They started limiting trains trying to pass through the Crossbell earlier this morning. I hear that by the end of the day, they're going to suspend railroad services entirely. After taking stock of it all, I'm more concerned about a war breaking out than I am about loss of profits. As you should be. Cynthia returned home to Renovaria the day after the referendum. I doubt she ever expected things in Crossbell would come to this. But her family's been worried sick about her for a while now. So I'm glad she got out while she still had the chance. Cynthia did promise that she'd come back to Times one of these days. I know there are a lot of other things to worry about right now, but hoping that we'll be able to work together again helps keep me going. Oh. Scott's wife is too sweet. It's only been a week since the referendum and already the situation has spiraled out of control. I never could have imagined this. At this rate, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if something terrible were to happen as a result. I need to entertain every possible idea I can think of to keep this department store afloat. The Republican government issued an evacuation notice to Crossbell. All Calvardian citizens are to return immediately. People say they've been threatening the use of force, so it's not hard to guess what's going to happen next. But as far as I'm concerned, Crossbell is home to the most precious person in my life, Janetta. So I've made my decision. No matter what ends up happening, I'm staying put right here in Crossbell City. Ooh, I see you right now, Southwark. I've decided to stay put in Crossbell City, come what may. No matter what, I have to be here to protect Janetta. Mom. Did you hear that we're on the brink of war? How did this even happen? I'm so anxious I could collapse. I have to do whatever it takes to keep King safe. You know it's bad when she isn't thinking about shopping or anything. I'm surprised she's even here. Will this new defense force truly be able to protect Crossbell? I want to believe in Arios, really I do. But if both Calvert and Erebonia decide to invade us at once, what other choice do we have but to surrender? Unless, could it be that we have some kind of trump card up our sleeve? Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying, like, he was talking about countermeasures, and I was like, he was like, we're gonna do what we can for now. But I was asking myself, like, okay, what about the long haul of things? Like, you must have, like, you gotta have something up your sleeve to deal this hand right here. You don't deal a hand like this and think, oh man, I don't have an ace up my sleeve. If you do, you're one crazy ass person. You just put the lives of everyone at risk over something you don't even really have a actual plan that can protect your people. Mom said Arios quit the Bracers to be the new Secretary of the Defense. Whatever the heck that is. It just means he's even more crazy strong than before now, right? We have nothing to worry about so long as President Croyce and Secretary McLean are here to watch over us. Even if we have to fight to protect our new independence, it'll be well worth it. Man, you're talking like that with a child? You don't need to be anywhere near a battlefield. Southwark said he's going to stay in Crossbell just for me. I'd never force him to put himself at risk like that, but to tell the truth, the fact that he did it anyway has me head over heels. Oh. I stand Southwark and Janetta. That's cute. It's beginning to feel more and more like we slipped into a dream, or perhaps a nightmare. I think nightmare is more accurate. That speech caught me by surprise. Still, President Cross and Secretary of Defense McLean's commitment to the assuaged my initial feelings of doubt. Willing to put my fullest faith in those two. Yeah, good luck with that, sir. I'm not putting my full faith in none of these clowns. Maybe it's just my experience in retail taking over, but I usually try to take a step back and look at the bigger picture. As for what I've concluded, there's no way for me to sugarcoat this. President Croix's speech was completely irrational. A person with a brain. Love to see it, brother. Crossbell Independence, eh? It's as serious as it gets. It's not exactly a cheery atmosphere, but I'll make them some new balloons just in case we wind up getting a new festival out of this. It turns out many of the tragedies in our past were the result of Ereboni and Calvert feuding behind the curtain. Does that mean that there are spies have been in our home state all this time, locking horns right under our noses? I haven't given it much thought, but if it's true, then they're beyond forgiveness. It's sad because he brought up that horrible ship, and I'm more than certain that's what they said, how Lloyd's parents died. And like I said, Arios joining makes a bit more sense of like the reasoning for, you know, his wife's death and Jessica losing her eyesight is the result of something from one of them two powers. Yeah, it would make sense. You definitely want to seek some sort of vengeance, or you would definitely take that stand. It comes as no surprise that declaring independence has put us square in the crosshairs of Ereboni and Calvert. Unfortunately, as a result, our store may not be able to carry products from the Rhineford or Vern companies anymore. What a mess. Yeah, the Rhineford company's from Ereboni, right? So the Vern is from Calvert? President Croix really knows how to stoke a fire with his words. We may have a tough road ahead of us, but after hearing that speech, I'm ready to take a stand alongside my fellow Crossbellans. That's Leo. How you feeling? They may call themselves the Defense Force, but just how much defending will they be able to do for us when things get really rough? Oh, who needs them anyway? As far as I'm concerned, the only CDF around here is going to be me, the jalco Defense Force. I respect it. That's his daughter. Did you hear President Croix's speech? It was so moving and powerful. I wound up getting so entranced that I forgot to breathe a couple of times. Jalco, please, this ain't it. I wasn't expecting everything to unravel so quickly. We're gonna be in for a bumpy ride, that's for sure. Let me know if you guys need any orbit tuning before things really hit the fan. Thanks, Wendy. Real one, Wendy. a lot of people are scared that Erebony and Calvert are gonna attack us now. But I don't get it. Wasn't all this stuff about being independent supposed to be a good thing? I thought all this independent stuff was supposed to be a good thing. My father and mother came home from working abroad. I'm happy to see them again, but they seem really stressed out. Does this have to do with our independence? Is it that bad? The latest issue of the Crossbell Times was a shock to read. I never expected President Crossbell would be so hostile towards the two major powers. It doesn't give me high hopes for how Crossbell's situation pans out from here. With no more trains coming into the city, it's only a matter of time before we run out of ingredients. There's always a Morica though. Maybe we can manage to get by without relying on imports. I'm sure things will work themselves out as long as I can continue baking bread. I'm golden brown. I'm surprised how well my dad and Oscar have been taking the news. Are we really going to be okay? Sure, we have Arios, but we're talking about taking on Calvert and Erebony here. Well, whatever. Not like me complaining about it is going to make things any safer. Yeah, but at least you're on the right track of mine. A lot of these people don't seem to have come to this conclusion. Or maybe they just think Arios is really that much of a superhero. He's just a human, unfortunately for everyone here. A human that's going through grieving about his wife and his child who's lost vision. Chihiro came back to her parents' place. Oh, this is good to hear. She picked a bad time to be in the city, but she has the right idea sticking with her family. I think I'll head straight home too, once I'm done here. Yes, you should. You definitely need to be heading home, Katarina. Because she's a kiddo too, huh? I think she's in Sunday school, her and Chihiro. They're obviously not Kia's age, but they're still, kiddos. I wonder how old are they? Like maybe they're about they might be about the age of Tia, because they kind of the same build. I know you could be taller at ages, but I feel like they might be a year or so older than Tia. They're probably like 15. It's going to hurt losing the access to imports. Almost all of our bread uses at least one ingredient that can be found domestically. We just have to make do with what we can from local suppliers for now. I've got it. I'll slap a sticker on our wrappers that call it 100% locally sourced. Then I can charge extra. Kidding. I know this isn't the time for jokes. I mean, it might not be the time for jokes, but sometimes you gotta do it anyway. In times like these, when everything is uncertain. Dad's been busy ever since he went to the station this morning. I wish he'd try and relax a little while he's here at home at least. Oh, Pansy. I went to Crossbell Station this morning to lend a hand out wherever I could. We were swarmed with the tourists and foreign nationals trying to leave the state. It was pandemonium in there. I think I'm going to cut my break short and head back so I can keep helping out. I have a sinking feeling about what the future holds in store for Crossbell. At least Chiruru returning home is one less worry in my mind. It's times like these that families need to come together most. I agree. We need to be ready for anything. Chiruru, best girl.
It feels like Crossbell's been through one debacle after another this year. Maybe I should let things cool down before I go on my next big adventure. I guess I could always catch up on my sleep, not like there's anything else to do.
Yeah, you should probably call it for the adventures for now, Chiruru. I think that'd be for the best. Where? Our auntie isn't here. Huh. Maybe she's at the library with Uncle Miles? There was a veritable procession of Orbital guards making their way through the borders this morning. It must have been foreign residents trying to get back to their own countries.
President Crossbell resonating with the souls of our citizens, myself included. He's got my support even if it ends up making enemies out of Erebonia and Calvert.
I really think you guys are seeing that very lightly. I'm not sure what the hell is wrong with the citizens here, but you guys are taking this stuff way too lightly. Just because you got a little defense force, which are a lot of the same people that was from the CGF, it's not like you have a full army at your disposal that's probably the same size as the Emperor or the Republic. I think you guys have lost your damn mind. That speech really, Theater, you got the silver tongue or something. You got the silver tongue of Satan.
According to the President's address, Erebonia and Calvert have been fighting a secret war on the soul for decades now. If they truly are the cause behind the tragedies of our past, why every citizen ought to be outraged?
Outraged, yes. Reckless, no. Sorry about that. I did not mean to hit my microphone. Thanks to this whole mess, I can no longer be employed in Erebonia or Calvert. Damn it. The least they could have done is let me fulfill my outstanding contracts. Only I'd finished beforehand.
Imagine my shock when I heard the IBC had frozen all foreign assets. Wow, this won't lead to some kind of retaliation.
Oh, it is. They've already said the Republic is gonna make their move, but they stated that the Empire had already formed a small army, a unit. So yeah, things are probably about to get very rough.
I wonder if Erebonia really was responsible for the raid. If so, then there's no way I'll ever forgive them. It's their fault, Ilias.
Who knows for sure, but either way, Erebonia and Calvert, They're doing grimy stuff, that's for sure. Not to mention you throw in the society.
Mom and Dad look really worried about something. It's starting to make me worried too.
No. At least let Momo go play a little bit. As kids pick up on stuff like that. And it's an overall vibe killer. Even if they don't understand what's going on. You don't have to understand to feel the way somebody's emotions are showing. Hearing Dear Cross speech has me convinced that our independence is finally in reach. The road there may be a dangerous one, but I'm ready for that. I'll protect Elsa and Momo no matter what happens.
Crossbell's spiraling more out of control with every passing second. It's going to be a long time before I let Momo go outside on her own again. Hopefully she won't resent me too much for that. I just can't keep myself calm if I don't know exactly where she is at any given moment.
But that's fine if you don't want her to go outside, but at least can you invite Ryu and Henri? Maybe they can like sit downstairs or talk or get a board game or something. I don't know. Let them talk. Because you guys are just depressing all these kids. Like that shit is scary when you're a kid and you see all these adults acting like this.
Mr. Grimwood was the one who drafted the Constitution for the independent state of Crossbell. As one of the architects of our new independence, I'm sure he has a lot on his mind today.
Hello, SSS. I assume you watched Dieter's address.
We did, yes.
Then you must be rather confused about the sudden turn of events. Your expression speaks volumes. The same is likely true for the most of the populace right about now. Erebonia and Calver's feud in the shadows of our home, however, it's a truth we must all accept.
You mean to say that they really were the cause of all those incidents Uncle Dieter mentioned?
Indeed I do. For decades our state has turned a blind eye to foreign transgressions in the name of preserving false peace and prosperity. Those are the sins Dieter spoke of, the ones that each of us Crossbellans bear. Only by asserting our independence could we be made to face the truth.
I didn't realize you felt that way, Mr. Grimwood.
My apologies. I didn't intend to sound so brash. Perhaps the president's address has impacted me more profoundly than I realized. Nevertheless, the die has already been cast. The time has come for each and every person to consider our next course of action.
I normally give Grimwood a similar type of voice to, obviously I don't have many different voices. I'm pretty, basic. I'm not a VA, guys. I'm just a regular guy. But I usually give him the same type of voice I give like Sergey or Wenzel. But that time I tried to give him like, not like nasally, but kind of like a, like a huh in his voice a little bit. Look at Harold. Man, it's so rare seeing Henri's like old family here. Like, I mean, we seen his mom that last time.
Crossbell is headed for some difficult times moving forward, and I'm sure we'll be alright as long as our family sticks together. As long as we all come together as one and lift each other up, there's nothing we can't endure.
Oh, Graham. Graham.
My husband and I received special permission to come see our family after their dress. Thankfully, I've been able to rely on my mother-in-law to watch over things for us here.
Crossbell's hurtling right into the danger zone with this one. Well, at least we have Granny with us. As far as rough times go, she's seen it all. Varric is he's a grandma's boy. That's how I was. If I didn't believe in anything, if there's nothing to believe in, I believe in grandma. Like my grandma was saying, that's for damn sure. Over anybody else. For all we know, we could have another raid in the city at any moment. This boy's name is Yucks. Pop's name is Yucks. With how tense things are at the borders, it may be only a matter of time. I'm going to have to step up as a man of the house and protect my family. Yeah, I respect it. I respect anybody, anytime somebody's talking about their family, I'm on board.
Both of my parents work for the IBC, so they've been extra busy lately. Nothing's been the same around here since this whole asset freeze business happened. I wish it didn't have to be like this. We could all just stay together, but maybe that's too much to hope for.
No. Hopefully she's still taking her cooking lessons with Sophia. Might keep her mind off of things. Oh, Mr. Hayworth, are you going somewhere? Yeah, is he? Where's he going? To Amorica? Yes. The people of Amorica invited me to their village after all the help I've given them. At Eon's recommendation, I accepted. My family and I were planning to stay there for a little while as well. But I wasn't expecting there to be such drastic news the day we were scheduled to leave.
That's very true. We're all in shock right now.
No one can blame you for taking a free vacation though. We could all use one with this craziness going down.
He has a point. We've been relentlessly at work for what seems like an eternity.
Now, I won't deny it, but I can't sit still with the way things are. I'll be coming straight back after I drop Sophia and calling off in Amorica. Plenty of people I'm indebted to are in trouble. I won't abandon them for my own leisure while chaos envelops the state. Harold is really that guy. I don't care what anybody says. Harold really that guy, man. That's understandable. I wish I could say you're overthinking it and that everything will be alright, but there's no telling what could happen. Drive safe, Mr. Hayward. I will, Lloyd. Don't let your work put you in too much danger. I regret not being able to join them, but the circumstances are far too chaotic for me to ignore those in need of my help. Be careful out there, everyone.
Papa and Mama look so worried. I thought today was supposed to be fun. What's going on? What could possibly happen next? I don't care what becomes of me, but God has forbid anything terrible ever befalls Colin or Harold.
I don't want anything to happen to you either. Like, I respect the sentiment, but just say your family in general. It's okay to be selfish in a time like this in terms of like your family or wanting everyone to be safe. Yeah, I'm wishing for that. Yeah, I'm praying to Arios for that. I don't give a damn. Like this, like, you gotta really like sit here and take all of this in. Like, Theater woke up. Whole new day woke up and just started shit. Like, he started shit and he pushed it even further when he froze the asset. Like, bro, this is huge. I already talked about mobilizing armies and shit, Airborne. Come on, bro. And Croy's speech reminded me of the delivery truck explosion from the 4 or 5 years ago. It was reported as a mere accident at the time, but to think it was the result of an undercover feud between Airborne and Calvert. It makes you wonder how long this darkness has been shrouding our Crossbell. Apparently 7+ years. One of the victims in that explosion half a decade ago was no more than an innocent little girl. But yeah, I could kind of see. Well, I said it earlier about Arios. I could kind of see why he's just choosing the path that he's choosing. It's just unfortunate, though.
Oh, where could Master Henry be? I'm worried sick about him.
That's right. We didn't see him anywhere during the president's speech.
I've been wondering about that. I don't know where Grandfather is either. My apologies. I didn't mean to stress you any further, Lady Ellie. It's alright. There's no need to apologize. If there's anyone at risk of overstressing here, it's you, Johanna. Remember to take care of yourself. As you say, my lady.
Oh, I love those two. They're so cute. They're sisters.
Master Henry is safe somewhere. He has to be.
My lady, have you had any contact with Master Henry?
No, I haven't heard from him.
I see. That's very troubling. But rest assured, my lady, you'll be the first to know should we learn anything new of his whereabouts. Go forth, SSS, and do what you must. I extend all of my well wishes.
You have our gratitude, Helmer.
No, I love to see Ellie's family members. I know they're not really related, but I'm calling them family members. I don't care. Elmer probably looked at her since she was a little girl, probably. So Crossbell finally put his mirror where his mouth is and declared independence, huh? Whatever, if Yuri thinks we shouldn't leave, then things will probably work out fine for us. We got a notice from the Republican government telling us to return home at once. Yeah, they seriously expect us to pack ourselves into a crowded train with the rest of the sardines? At chance. We'll drive back to Calvert at our own pace once we have our license back.
Yuri's keeping us cool, but isn't this bad news for Calvardians like us? We might be stranded here if we don't take this chance to leave.
Well, now you scared. Now you scared. You were running your mouth last time, talking crazy. Now that Crossbell's fight back, now you scared. The independent state of Crossbell still letting the notion settle in. If we see this through, it will make a defining day in Crossbellian history. It ain't even about you seeing it through, Gramps. It's going to be a defining day in history in general, not Crossbell in history in general across the damn board of Zemoria. It's already history has been made. History has already been made. First President Cross, the shit is done. The aftermath of what's about to happen, this is about to be, what a fucked up timeline this is. What a fucked up timeline. If this is what President Cross really believes in, then I will place my trust in him. After all, we should see our claim to independence through. Same stuff. Alright, old man. Yeah, like what a time to be a Crossbellin', bro. This is. Let me reload. This timeline is fucked. Like let me reload my save. Let me go back to yesterday. Before this shit took place.
People have always had their rumors about Airbonia and Calvert, but to think their cowardice sunk that low. President Cross is right. If we don't stand up for ourselves now, we'll just continue suffering through tragedy after tragedy at their hands.
The independent state of Crossbell? I like the sound of that. That makes me a citizen of sovereign state. How about them apples?
Hey there, wanna play? Arca's casino poppin' as ever today. So come on in and have some fun.
Who the hell could have some fun at a time like this? You'd be a psychopath. Or maybe you're just a chronic gambler.
Crossbell's path toward independence has gone past the point of no return. But I don't believe President Cross would take it this far if he didn't have something up his sleeve. Just what is his ace in the hole, I wonder?
Wow, our girl isn't here, Ratitsura. I can never say her name. Her name is crazy.
Railway services are being restricted as of this morning. On top of that, an advisory has been issued notifying all Erebonians and Calvardians to return to their home nations. The situation is unraveling faster than anyone could have expected. You don't think we're about to go to war over this, do you? I can't stop worrying about how Erebonia and Calvert are going to retaliate.
Bitch, you should keep that on your mind. No one told me the city was gonna be in such a frenzy when I came by today. I was excited to play at the casino too, but now I'm just not feeling it.
I thought coming to the casino would be a good way to relax, to check along with Gantz. It'd probably be the best to get on early though. We need to talk to Mayor Bixon and the others about Maine's future.
The new president's address was a sight to behold, I'll give it that. But I'm still not sold on this deal. Are we really doing the right thing? Bro has Rick questioning if he's doing the right thing. You know something ain't right.
I spotted several armed men in white uniforms this morning. Now I realized they were part of the defensive force. They appeared to be combat ready from the outset, which begs the question, just how long has Cross been planning this? The referendum was only a week ago.
We've probably been planning this since Orcus Tower was being built or in the progress of it.
Things are really firing up around here. It's getting folks so heated that I'm scared that it'll start to melt my ice cream.
Let's support our girl. We gotta support a Chroma as well. We always do.
Airbonians are definitely the ones responsible for hurting Lady Ilia. Nothing will convince me otherwise. The Empire's gonna pay for this.
President Cross couldn't have put it any better. I agree with every word that came out of his mouth. This is our chance at freedom.
Crossbell may be at a boarding junction right now, but our troop has only one responsibility, and that's to hold out the hope that Ilia will recover, rehearsing all the while. I'll do everything I can to keep the faith as well.
Corellia is on her way to visit Ilia at the hospital. Ilia has yet to come out of her coma, but all of us wholeheartedly believe she'll be up and awake again in time.
But Sully's on stage.
The members of our troop are still pouring everything they have into the rehearsal. It's all we can do to keep the stage ready for Ilia and Rishia's return.
It's nice that they're still talking about Rishia. That's good to see. I'm glad Sully, I'm very proud of Sully. You know, I've been rooting for Sully from the start. Like, once I realized that Sully, I had an idea that Sully was probably gonna eventually be a part of the group. I had been supporting Sully from the way back, from the jump. Like, I think I was supporting her. Hell, back in Zero, before, you know, she even, you know, was on stage or anything, or even had the chance to. Like, she was just doing a little side job. But I'm very proud of her because she didn't run away. I think that's the most important thing. She could have left. She could have hid away, ran, or did anything. But she just stayed, and she's still trying to perform and hold out for Ilia. Like, it's too admirable. Like, you gotta respect it. And Risha fled. Yes, there could be more reasons to why that she fled, but she, at the end of the day, she still fled. They don't know what's going on. She didn't say anything. It's like, it's not a good look. The rehearsal was able to resume once the stage is cleared of debris. It'll be a long while before I can do as much as the stage technician though. And no matter, I'll still help out where I can. I'm just proud of her. That's all, really.
Okay, Nicolay, Sully, you're good to continue. Got it. You ready, Sully? Yeah. First I do the step, then the jump.
They all look so focused on their rehearsal.
Once the music starts, I leap in from the offstage and then...
Okay, so I need to match Sully's timing and then...
While you two do that, I'll focus on making my performance even more nimble and graceful.
Could you perform your solo for us now, Ply?
Gladly. Get ready, boys. I'm about to give you a show of a lifetime.
The floor is yours.
That's the spirit, boys. Now get a load of this.
I'm with you, Eugene. Just don't let her throw you off too much. Let's go, Theodore. We'll teach her what the show of a lifetime really looks like. Those two are on the same page? That's good to see.
We were able to watch the presidential address through our hotel's Oracle network connection. As you might expect, it was incredibly unsettling for our international guests. It may be best for them to return to their home countries, but that will be easier said than done. It sounds as though the railway services are going to be suspended after today. But circumstances aside, leaving our international guests with no way to return home is entirely unacceptable. The hotel will have to explore other options in their behalf. Checking in the airport is one place to start.
Your people have been booking rooms since our independence was declared. This morning's address was the final straw. Never in my life had I witnessed such a thing. I had to make some revisions to our management policies. Doris.
The situation has been hard to take in. I don't know what to think one way or another. It's true that we voted in favor of independence, but even still. My apologies, I tend to get lost in thought when I have downtime at work. I should get back to cleaning.
Crazy, everyone voted for independence and now everybody that voted is having regrets for it. I mean, some people are even just saying they just did it to do it. Like, you gotta put a lot more thought into this shit. It doesn't matter if you think it's just to gauge interest, public interest, or whatever you think. Always thoroughly look at everything, a grand scheme, all of it. Don't ever half-ass it. Not when something like this is at stake. Like, bro, come on. And that's coming from a guy that hates these types of situations. Going out of the way to vote or do anything political. And even still, you gotta use your head. And the girl addressed this morning came as a complete shock. I understand where the person is coming from. I truly do, but never mind. I should keep my thoughts to myself for now. For better or worse, all we can do is wait and see what happens next. That's the reality of it. It's too late anyway. All the regrets and everybody talking, it's too late. God damn, it's really going down now. But hey, as long as it doesn't put a cramp in business, what do I care either way? You better hope it don't put a cramp in something else, my friend. More than just your business, your fucking life. Be there, pal. What else than a happy hour sale to celebrate our independence? It's the dawn of a new era for Crossbell, so come on. Exercise your newfound freedom by hanging out with a cute babe or two. I mean, I'm already hanging out with one. See what Eric has to say. He usually is on the money with a lot of stuff. Declaring our independence is going to have a massive ripple effect throughout society's underbelly. The Defense Force will surely be cracking down on any criminal organization with ties to Arabonia and Calvert now. To think so much could change so quickly. Still, maybe this is what's best for Crossbell.
Someone booked our club for an independence party the moment the announcement was made. I've never really understood politics. But hey, as long as we're getting happy customers in, that's good enough for me, I suppose.
I'm right there with you with that. If I understood it, I just pay attention to it a little bit.
An independent Crossbell kinda has a nice ring to it. Everybody at the club was practically cheering over the president's speech. So I guess I'm pretty happy about it too.
Don't let other people's emotions sway you, Eris. Just because they're happy about it don't mean you should be just happy just because they are. You should probably look into what's actually going on here and educate yourself a little bit. But this is a fucked up time to be a Crossbelling. Hate to break it to you. Like somebody's gotta open these people's eyes. It's wool over.
Yeah. Well, wasn't that address something? I never expected them to chunk the Bravado gauntlet down in front of the Air Bunny and the Calvert like that. I don't know what theater boy wears up his sleeve, but neither country is gonna take this line down. That much is for sure. I should haul everything in my warehouse to safety while I still can. I don't want my antiques getting caught in the crossfire.
Camilla does something else, man. Shout out to Graham. I hope there doesn't ever come a day where we got a problem with Graham. But she really just be trying to do her business and shit. Regardless of how anyone feels about her. Oh, Rebecca.
Oh, hello everyone.
You would be the special support section, correct? As I'm sure you've heard by now, the CPD is being reconstructed into a branch of the Crossbell Defense Force. There's currently a meeting taking place on the second floor to outline the systems to each of the section chiefs. We ask that you remain to your base of operations and remain there until further instructions arrive. Sure. You're still free to move about the first floor, but please refrain from causing a disturbance. If your actions are deemed suspicious, we will not hesitate to take you into custody. Understood.
You're being awfully coercive.
Yeah. Don't think any of the others down here are fixing to cross them.
Men from the Defense Force suddenly stormed in here this morning and ordered us to remain on standby. It was all so sudden and confusing. I'm still not sure what we should be doing. I suppose all I really can do is wait for the meeting with the higher-ups to conclude.
Damn, I bet she wish she was still at the police academy at this point. Especially since she doesn't even have her best friend Fran here. Access to the elevator is currently prohibited. All personnel are to wait further orders in the conference room down the hall. There's Kate. Oh, there's Raymond.
How can they just absorb us into the Defense Force without any prior notice? You didn't hear it from me, but this reeks of tyranny. The heck is going on here?
It sucks, man, because Raymond's here without Donovan, man. He relies on him. I swear, Raymond's like, I feel like he's a young guy. He probably around Randy's age. So he doesn't have his vet with him. I thought we could finally take a break after HQ was repaired. Now we're being absorbed into the defense force? Does that make me a soldier? And they expect me to just accept that? Kate.
Hey Lloyd. Real fine pickle we're all in this time, huh?
Friends. The two people I love to speak to.
Has the SSS been briefed already?
No, not yet. We're waiting for the chief to call and give us the details.
Same goes for all of us in the Metropolitan Division. They say we'll be getting an official notification after their meeting, but that doesn't make me any less on edge. Honestly, I can't even begin to guess what's going to happen. I guess all we can do for now is let things take their course. You guys look like you're still operating on your own terms though. I don't know if that's the best idea, but be careful not to draw the attention of the defense force all the same.
We know. Thanks, friends.
It feels like we're still living out some kind of bad dream. I can't even begin to guess what'll happen next. The president's speech this morning, it was almost like a declaration of war on the entire continent.
That's what it feels like. Even if that wasn't the case, that's really what it was.
Sure, the Defense Force new uniforms are snazzy, but how are we supposed to stand up to Airborne and Calvert?
Who knows how we're supposed to stand up against them? But Dieter must know. He must know something to make a rash decision like this. Oh, they said we can't go up here, huh? Let's do it anyway. Damn, they're already here. They got this place locked down. Look over there. They really got this place on lockdown. I got a feeling they're about to turn us right around. They stationed guys from the CDF in front of the tower, eh? And not just a few of them.
This is where Uncle Dieter made his Declaration of Independence. This increase in security is no surprise.
Is that you, Randy? Yo, Carter. I didn't even recognize you there, all decked out in white. So, they transferred you here from Belgard?
Yeah, they had to move some of us from the border gates to guard the president's address. Loggins is patrolling somewhere around here too.
Cool.
He was one of Randy's colleagues, right? Yes, I believe they were friends during this time with the CGF. Things have been pretty hectic since all of this went down. The guardsmen were all pretty surprised when we were told to put on these uniforms.
I know what you mean. We had no idea this was coming down the pipes either. They're looking pretty sleek though, almost like this has all been in the works for a while.
Yeah, I'm sure the president has been looking forward to this day. The Defense Force is hoping to get some equipment upgrades too, so we've got to buckle down and prove we deserve it.
Right. Hoping to get some equipment upgrades. And where the hell are you hoping to get them from? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, if you guys start showing up and having all sorts of weapons and stuff, there's something else going on, bigger in the grand scheme of things. that would mean this whole thing that theater just caused, he's being backed. He has a backing. Now, I don't know who that could be because we only know of the factions that we have now, which is, you know, the Society, Red Constellation, etc. But we know the Red Constellation just blew up the IBC, but unless that's like some sort of like play, unless that was a play, I'm not sure. But the way he said this, like, where are you hoping to get upgrades from? That would mean you're being backed by someone. And I'm trying to think, the only people I know that have weapons and stuff are Jaegers, like Red Constellation. Like I said, it's weird because they blew up the IBC, unless that was just, I don't know.
The Defense Force soldiers seem to be in favor of this turn of events. The CGF always had lacked things most armed forces would have. It's only natural for them to welcome these changes from their perspective.
Yeah, but it's not about the changes for me. It's about how the hell are you gonna get something that you never had in the first place? Especially now that how, you know, they've shut off like transportations and stuff. Like, where in the world are you getting stuff? Because we didn't have anything. Oh, and in case you hadn't heard, the Defense Force is shaking up the structure of command to be more like armies on the continent. All current ranks are carrying over, but our day-to-day operations are going to be a lot stricter, like a proper military. I know you were pretty lax about using ranks back in the day, but I don't think that would fly now. Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I wonder if Maria will give me an earful for not calling her second lieutenant the next time I see her. Not that I already haven't been. There's some things never change. Is getting under her skin all you can think about?
Yeah, I don't think you'll have to worry about that anymore.
Huh? What? Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
You said ranks are carrying over, so she'd still be second lieutenant, wouldn't she?
Would she? Because the situation is weird because... Wait, what would be Douglas's situation? Because Sonya was up there with Arios in theater. So is Murray not a second lieutenant anymore? What would she be then? You can possibly be a commander, right? What would she be? Or is she on the line somewhere?
That's not what I mean.
There's something you should know, Randy. Murray?
Carter, watch what you say to outsiders.
Yes, sir. Sorry, Randy, I'll have to give you the details some other time. If you don't find out before then, that is.
Not sure what's going on, but my bad. Didn't mean to get you chewed out.
All good, don't worry about it. That reminds me, isn't the police going to be folded into the Defense Force too? We'll be wearing the same uniform again in the near future. How about that?
Hell no. Hell no, Carter. Ugh, that's one more thing to worry about.
We should excuse ourselves.
Yeah, let's go. What was he gonna say about Murray? And where's Noelle? Wait, bro. I'm trying to think, like, could she be commander? Could Murray be commander? Could she have taken Sonia's place? Because Sonia was up there with Arios. I don't know what that really entails though. But if Murray was commander, then that would mean Noelle is the second lieutenant. That was one heck of a speech.
But I never expected Cross to go from mayor to our very first president.
Not to mention all those bold statements he made against Erebonia and Calvert. I've been feuding in secret within our state. Do you suppose that accident back then had something to do with it?
Down with Erebonia and Calvert. When was the last time anyone ever stood up for Crossbell like that?
Compared to President Croix, our diet members are all a pack of domestic dogs.
Sure, a few of them were more upstanding side like Speaker McDowell.
But we've never had a leader this powerful before.
Not only that, but he's appointed Crossbell's very own guardian, Arios McLean, as Secretary of Defense. I can't think of a single person better suited to be at the helm of our state's protection.
Now we'll have nothing to fear.
You fools. You absolute fools.
Our independence may not be a pipe dream after all. I'm sure everything will be fine as long as we leave it to Mayor, no President Croix. Yeah, with him as our leader, we don't have to be afraid of Erebonia or Calvert. Thank you, President Croix.
You're our hero, President Croix.
Great cheers for President Croix! Ah! Hooray for President Croix! Hooray for independence! Hooray for Crossbell! Hooray for President Croix! Hooray for Crossbell! This is getting out of control.
It's not as though I can't understand how they feel, though. Trouble is bound to follow if they become overly zealous.
Well, I'm sure the defense force here will have things under control in no time. Anyway, we should go.
Everyone's having so much fun.
Maybe my store should hold an independent celebration sale soon. 3 cheers for President Croix. And down with Erebonia and Calvert. Okay, they're all saying the same dialogue.
The president address was astounding. Brighter days are ahead of our state. With Arios McLean as our Secretary of Defense, no one can challenge our independence.
Right. Come on now, you kids get in on this too. 3 cheers for Crossbell's independence. President Croix has made a wise and excellent decision. This is sure to go down as the greatest moment in Crossbell history, or the worst one. Bring it on, Erebonia. Do your worst, Calvert. We'll take you on anytime, anywhere. Oh yeah, this guy's lost his goddamn mind. He's lost his Arios loving mind.
Arios above, hear my prayer. Guide Crossbell into the future.
This crowd's getting a little out of hand. You better move the screen cars out of the streets ASAP. Listen to that crowd. I don't think I've ever seen people get this intense. Maybe this is what everyone was secretly hoping for deep down. I hope they're hoping for that aftermath of this shit too.
The cheers outside are so loud that you can hear them clearly even from here. It's almost scary in a way, but I can't quite put my finger on why.
Probably because it's foolish, Shion, and you're not foolish. Crossbell is now independent, and our first president has assumed office. It's only a matter of time before the entire government is reconstructed. Hectic days are ahead of us. Let's support our girl Chroma.
I get that everyone's excited, but it's almost scary how eager they sound.
Smart girl. He knows this shit is not something you need to be eager about. A situation like this. Where's Auntie? Oh, she might be at the church. She might be praying, honestly. We've seen her there a few times.
Yo, Lloyd, you caught Mayor Croiss's speech, right? I couldn't believe what I was hearing, especially about the new defense force.
Yeah, I don't think anyone saw that coming. We're in the process of getting more info. For now, stay put and stay alert. No one knows what could happen next.
Yes, that's probably for the best. When life gets you in a tizzy, the first thing you should do is slow down and think.
Facts.
I don't know what this new situation will mean for your squad, Lloyd, but good luck.
Thanks, Uncle Miles. Oh, I love it. I love the family stuff. I like it when he actually refers to him as uncle or his aunt as auntie or Cecilia as sis.
But even so, I don't know why Mayor or President Croix, I guess, would resort to something so drastic. So now we're at the independent state of Crossbell. This may finally be the point of no return.
Finally be the point? No, it is the point of no return.
I'm anxious about how the two major powers will respond to the announcement. Hey Mom, what are all those people yelling about outside? I was so shocked by Mr. Croix's address. It's almost too much to believe Bonnie and Calvert never spared a thought for how their secret feuds would affect us. Is independence the only way to ensure that our children will have a better future?
No. Mama Shanna, this is sad, bro. Like all these kids, they don't have a damn idea. They don't have a clue what's really going on. And it's sad.
We had a bit of a scare when a CDF soldier stopped by this morning. The referendum was only a week ago. Everything's changing so quickly and not for the better. We've gone out of the frying pan and into the fire, as it were. Looking around town, public approval for the president seems just as high as it was when he was mayor. Frankly though, I'm still unconvinced. Crossbell's future has never been so uncertain. Hey gang, you all saw the president's address, right?
Yeah, thanks for contacting us about it.
What does CNS plan to do now? Cover the story at the very least. We'll try to question the defense force and see if we can squeeze any details out of them.
You be careful, because they're talking about taking people into custody, so it won't matter if you're a CNS or whatever you are.
You'll want to hear what the citizens have to say about all of this too. Then there's getting in touch with the foreign press to see how the news is being received everyone else. Our international transceiver upstairs is going to be burning up the lines. Understandably so. You two have a long day ahead of you. Man, when don't we? I'm sure it's no walk in the park for you either, so let's give it everything we've got.
Definitely.
Alright, Reigns, keep working on those negotiations with the Defense Force. Make sure you contact me the second anything happens. Of course. And good luck with the CDF, Grace. Try not to tick them off too much.
Reigns is smart. What the hell's going on? Just like that, we're independent? Things are happening way too fast. I can't expect this is gonna end well. Still, the damage is done. They're gonna stink about it won't change. And we're in this mess, we better prepare for the worst. I might be a war correspondent by the end of the week. It's a hell of a thing to say. It is true all the same. Fuck, this is depressing. Well, what can I say? Wearing this new uniform makes me feel battle ready and focused. I'm ready to give my all for an independent state of Crossbell.
I've had a lot less delivery since they started halting their trains this morning. But you know, I wonder what's going to happen to Crossbell if it keeps up. That's a lot more important than this lousy job, isn't it?
So it's come to this. I'm prepared for whatever happens next. Times like these call for pushing forward, not backward.
Oh, it's Amsa. Grandpa told me that this could lead to a war. It's so scary, I hate it.
Oh, my baby. That address was plain foolish. Royce may have everybody else fooled, but not Gwen. No siree. State independence this, Defense Force that. Does he honestly believe we can fend off a threat of two major powers that easily? Oh, Arios above. It doesn't matter what happens to a worthless old man like me. But please save my granddaughter Amsa. She deserves more than this. Oh, the character development from Gramps. Yeah, I mean, all he ever thought about was fishing. Now he's always with his granddaughter. I love it, man. I used to get pissed off with him. He used to piss me off. Shout out to Gramps.
Sure, the announcement caught me off guard, but unless we stand up for ourselves, Erebonia and Calvert will just keep pushing us around. That's why President Croix has my fullest support. As long as we have Secretary McLean, there's no way we can't win. We can't just let Erebonia and Calvert have their way forever.
You guys are really, it shows though. It shows that they really depend on Arios. Holy hell. You guys think he's the next coming of Arios? You think he can stop two major powers by himself? What are we talking about here? There's theater. I genuinely want to hope that Arios herself, that he is nowhere near foolish enough to make this rash of a decision without some sort of major, like, big time, like, play. Like, there must be something game changing. But I feel like if you have something that big at play, it's gotta be something like fucked up. Like you don't get a big power play out of nowhere, like, with ease. Arios McLean is our new Secretary of Defense. I can't say he was the most obvious choice. Makes sense when you consider his laundry list of achievements, though. President Croix's decision-making skills are as sharp as ever. People have already been calling him the Guardian of Crossbell for years, after all.
I'm sure Mr. Croix was also unable to accept things for how they appeared. Crossbell has been a victim of so many injustices, so many tragedies that we could only force ourselves to turn a blind eye to. Even my husband was.
Oh.
Pardon? Sorry, ignore me.
It just keeps getting worse and worse by the minute, bro.
I have to say, this new defense force doesn't seem to be nearly as friendly as the CGF was. Even those new uniforms look so stiff and formal. I'm much more partial to the ones they wore back when my husband was alive. I've heard rumors of those so-called inexplicable incidents the president mentioned in his speech. Turns out Boney and Calvert were the ones behind them. It really puts the fear of Arios in me. Now that I know the truth, I'm all for us being independent. When I imagine Yuga or Azure getting caught up in one of those inexplicable incidents the president spoke about, it just makes me even more convinced that independence is the way to go. What's an independent? That's what everyone's saying Crossbell is now. I wish I could ask Sister Marble, she'd probably know.
I'm surprised you won't ask your sister. You're a kid, you're still not gonna get it, but...
My only wish is for Crossbell to be a peaceful place again. As long as my family is safe, that's all I could ever ask for.
Oh. By now, Boney and Calvert must be thoroughly provoked. I can only imagine the danger Crossbell might face soon. And no matter what happens, I'll protect my family with my life. And I need to remain calm and decide how we should go about this.
Mr. Marcy is leaving Crossbell today. I'm going to miss him.
Oh, he's the old man, huh? Yeah, because he's not from here. He's going back with his family, huh? You know, I'm scheduled to leave Crossbell today. As I didn't have much time to pack, I couldn't fit this book anywhere. You could take it if you would like. Sunshine Islands 12 or 11. The Imperial government issued me an order to evacuate the state. I plan to leave via train later today. Crossbell Station will be congested beyond belief, so I better hurry. I didn't expect to have to leave Crossbell like this, but my family comes first. I'm returning to the Empire. Your family should come first, my friend. See you around. After all this time, Crossbell has finally gained its independence. It feels like I'm watching history be written before my very eyes. But that's because you are? It feels like it is.
Well, asked me to help him today. He may be Benny toys too. I help people buy them.
Oh, my baby.
Bo told me I could have some at the spinny toy if I help him. That's super duper fun.
Baby.
Being square in Erebonia and Calvert's sights is a terrifying feeling. Still, this is all for the good of Crossbell's future. We'll have to dig deep and prepare for the worst. No matter what happens, I swear I'll keep Mei Ling safe.
Big bro roaring.
I asked Crunk if he was fine to bring Mei Ling to work with me, and he was more than happy to oblige. I'm glad he's such an understanding guy. I'll be way more at ease if I could keep an eye on her.
Why not just have her with her grandma?
Complicated stuff like this always flies over my head. Did Crossbell make the right choice or not? I wouldn't know either way. Erebonia and Calvert have already stopped exporting goods to Crossbell. According to President Croix, though, we have enough emergency provisions that last us 5 years. Still, anyone selling fresh vegetables, meaning us, needs to come up with a business strategy and fast. Beans can't seem to get that through his head. I wish he'd get his act together.
And here we are, the independent state of Crossbell. That's something worth celebrating. I don't think Lily agrees though. She's been frowning all morning. What's there to be worried about? Oh, I don't know. Probably 2 fucking major powers. Eh? How about that? How about that, Dings? Are you a fucking idiot? I think these people shut their brains off. Exciting stuff, right? We're independent and we have our first president. Hardly feels real. Overall, I'm happy about it, but who knows if that'll be the case down the line. I don't think that will be the case. I don't think you'll be too happy about it.
I called my hubby and told him to get his butt back to Crossbell ASAP. Come tomorrow, all train services are going to be suspended indefinitely. Fingers crossed he makes it home in time.
Uh-oh.
My hubby can't come home soon enough.
Hopefully he gets here. We're not gonna go to the Bracer Guild because obviously we need to go there. Wow, President Crush sure is bold. I get where he's coming from, but I can't help but feel anxious over how Crossbell's going to come out of all this. So the state's independent now, Crossbell's bad blow with the Erebonia almost mirrors our own with the Imperial Fishing Club. Maybe it was fated to be. Yeah, I hate to break it to you, buddy old pal, but our little fishing gig ain't even on nowhere close to the same scale as this shit.
It's just my luck that the city would go up in arms right when the guild activities resume. Maybe I should go back to Amorica.
Rip, our receptionist is already about to leave. Understandable.
Phew. Home sweet home. Still, this whole independence deal totally blindsided me. Right when I thought things were returning to normal too. What's going to happen to us now?
And so what's going to happen is, it's obviously, we're going to be great. We're going to be great again. Make Crossbell great. President Croix. Stop.
I saw President Croix's speech. He has my fullest support in securing Crossbell's future as an independent state. I wonder if it was premature of Mr. Croix to declare independence. I'm prepared to accept that change is a natural part of the world, of course, but even so, Then again, the position Crossbell has been pushed into, perhaps it wasn't so much premature as it was overdue. At our age, it's difficult to accept these drastic changes coming out of the blue. And again, one could say Crossbell has long since sailed the past their point of return.
Something troubled me about Royce's address. Why wasn't Speaker McDowell with him? Would you happen to have any information on the matter, Ellie?
I'm afraid not, Chairman Morris. I've been worrying over the same thing myself.
I see. That's rather disconcerting. Regardless, there's no turning back now. Conflict with the Empire and Republic is inevitable at this point. I may have to call an emergency business owners association meeting to account for this. Conflict with the major powers is inevitable at this point. Here's a Crossbell memo for independence. I mean, come on, we have the Arios freaking McLean in charge of the state security. Even if we had to go against Airborne and Calvert, I feel safe knowing we're in good hands. Guys, that is just one person. He is one human being. You're talking about two major powers. With Arios knows what they have at their disposal outside of just the army. They probably got all types of heavy hitters like Arios. Are you crazy? Why do you guys think? I'd hate to be Arios right now. He is on the highest pedestal you could possibly be on. On the downside, I'm shuttering business so I know how we plan to handle Airborne and Calvert. Not worried about it taking long. After all, the Divine Blade of Wind is in charge of the new army. He's going to protect us for sure.
How could this happen to Crossbell? If we go to war with Calvert, then I really might never see Rishi again. Where could she be? I can't even imagine what'll happen next. It's gonna take some real grit to make it through these tough times.
I doubt I'll be able to return to Calvert anytime soon unless I leave right now. Maybe it'd be better if I did. Mom's probably worried about me. Yeah, don't worry your mother. In other words, or in other news, Rishi has disappeared a while back. Couldn't tell you where though. Chin-Chin's been tearing her hair out about it. I hope she hears from her soon. You Crossbellans can be so nosy when it comes to independence. I don't care either way, but you had better not cause a scene in my restaurant, understood? Oh, wait a sec. You said I could get that chest from being in here, right?
Whoa, Crossbell's independent and now we have a president. And this is freaking sweet news. I want to clean even harder now.
Noticia?
Flights are likely going to be suspended at the end of the day too, so this is my only chance to return to Liberal. I wish I could stay here a little longer to report on things as they develop, but regardless of what happens, I wish nothing but the safety of the people of Crossbell. All controversy aside, I'm hopeful that the new defense force will have what it takes to protect your state.
No, Noticia is sweet. Wait, let's look around. How do we... Oh, I see it. I see it. I never saw that before. There's stairs, right? Wow, that's sneaky. How the hell did you guys come across this? Give to you material. Did you know that if you join the Business Owners Association and start hiding items inside a chest, they'll double over time? It's called Moore's Law. Moore's Law, a good one. Old man Morris, huh? Oh, Cannon, Vaughn, and Arios.
We're not really going to war, are we? I don't even want to think about it.
Oh.
The whole city's going bonkers right now. They're saying we might go to war. We're in danger.
Bruce, I'm gonna cut you some slack because you're just the baby. What the? Graham! Nobody fixed the bench for Graham? Like, she's basically sitting on the damn floor. Are you crazy? Her back. Grandma.
Oh dear, the situation has taken a turn for the worse, hasn't it? Maybe I should stay inside until things settle down.
That'd probably be for the best. Definitely better than sitting on the ground, damn near. Oh, he came back to his place. I saw the president's address when I was on East Street, but to be honest, I couldn't believe my ears. It doesn't matter how he justifies things, the major powers won't stand for this. It'd be in the best interest to flee the city and lay low outside the state. I suppose I could try to flee to Liberal to be with Armin and Ellie. No, what am I thinking? This is the sort of thing only a selfish coward would do. I may have made the mistake in the past, but I'm still a proud Crossbellian. I'm staying here until the bitter end.
Mommy looks so sad. I wish I could cheer her up somehow. Aunt's told me about the presidential address. Truth be told, I'm terrified. My husband left for work early this morning, the same as always. I just hope this shift doesn't run late again.
Yes, you did, my man. This shouldn't have finished. Think you really make us happy.
I listened to the president's address. I understand where he's coming from, but there's really no way to solve this problem peacefully. But surely there's a more peaceful solution to this whole dilemma. I mean, no point in asking that now. It's too late.
Mama and I talked it over and we decided to stay in Crossbell. If you guys want some, just give me a shout. An independent Crossbell, eh? That banker's got some crazy ideas. Hey Red, be careful, alright? Fights are coming. I can smell it in the wind.
Preaching to the choir. No way our pals to the east and west are just gonna bite their tongues.
Well, you know where I stand. Arms dealers live for times like these. I considered catching the last train out of Crossbell, but I wouldn't want to miss out on all the fun now.
Fun, huh? Oh, I've been waiting for this moment. Is Abbas gonna be here? And if he is, what is he gonna say about Wasi? I feel like he's not here. He's not here! What did I say? I told you Abbas wasn't gonna be here.
Everyone in the city is going wild over Croix becoming the president. Maybe a little too wild. I think I'll go check on Serena and Hugo during my next break. Abbas called a team meeting this morning to say he was leaving and that the rest of us are in charge of Trinity while he's away. He didn't tell us where he was headed though. What's going on?
Abbas left.
Could he be with Wasi? No idea, but what we have noticed is that all the Defense Force soldiers hanging around town now. You don't think they were arrested, do you? I have a hard time believing Wasi and Abbas would ever make such a blunder.
I know you're worried about your boss man, but you might want to take a step back and calm down.
Yeah, you're right. The important thing is that we take care of the bar like Abbas asked. Wasi and Abbas aside, I'm worried about my dad up at the hospital. Knowing him, he's probably treating patient after patient even with everything going on. Abbas wouldn't have left without a good reason. So in the meantime, we're going to look after the bar just like he asked.
It's not like this is Abbas's first leave of absence from the bar, but he did seem a lot more serious this time around. Whatever business he has must be gravely important. Hopefully he gets back soon. I wonder how long Abbas will be gone. I had a feeling he was gonna be gone. We gained independence, a new defense force, and our first ever president. This is something we gotta tell you. Did you guys know it was gonna happen? No, we've been completely out of the loop.
We're currently trying to gather as much information as we can about it.
I see. I guess you folks have it hard too. You got your work cut out for you, but don't lose heart, okay, kiddos? Just keep trucking. Yeah, thanks for the pep talk, William. Still, who'd have thunk we'd pick a fight with Air Barney and Calvert so openly? Guess I'd better keep following the news in case things start escalating. Oh, it's you guys.
Dino, how have the rest of the Saber Vipers been?
Okay for the most part. Oki got hurt the worst, but even he regained consciousness. The others are getting discharged, so they'll be back in downtown district soon. It'll probably take some time before we're up and running again though. Still, I figured if I wait here long enough, they'll all turn up eventually, right?
Dino.
Yeah, hopefully so. Man, though, the whole city's been keyed up like crazy all morning. Ain't everybody just shut up about this independence garbage already? And he's talking like me. Like I get so like during these times of year, like with president stuff or anything, that's really how I feel. Okay, so we can't actually leave. Looks like this will be the only, patrol today.
I heard about Mr. Croix's speech in the city. My fear is that Crossbell's independence will inevitably bring chaos to all its immortal. Oh, Arios, please guide your lost lambs. The grown-ups keep talking about this one same thing. What even is an independence anyway? You're the nerd here, Hamil. Tell me what it is. How should I know? I don't get what this whole independence deal is either. The grown-ups in the city can't stop talking about it though, so it must be important. If Hamil doesn't know what independence is, how am I supposed to know?
Oh wait, we should just save going this way for last because there should be a hidden quest there. Railway service being halted, business being a lot more troublesome for us traders. I won't raise a stink about it though. Surely this is just the goddess way of testing us. We'll manage one way or another. It'll take more than this to shake my faith. As long as you pray to the goddess, everything will turn out just fine. That's what I always say. I recommend you all reach out to Arios too. What's important is that you keep the faith. Oh, Auntie is here. I figured she was gonna be here.
Is that you, Lloyd?
Hi, Auntie. You here to pray?
You know, Cecily came to visit us at the SSS building earlier. Did she now? I should drop by to talk to her on my way back then. I came here because I'm worried about what's going to happen to Crossbell.
To tell you the truth, we're a little lost ourselves. Still, no matter what shape Crossbell takes in the future, the SSS's mission isn't going to change. We'll always fight to protect Crossbell.
He's absolutely right. Without a doubt.
Nail on the head, my man.
Just listen to you four. You've all grown so much this year. In fact, just chatting together like this has me feeling a little more relieved already. Thank you for that.
Oh.
If it's alright, I think I'm going to stay here a little while longer and pray. I don't know what the future has in store for Crossbell. But one thing is for certain, the goddess will guide us through it, come what may. Sister Reese made her departure from Crossbell the other day. I believe she was called back to the holy city of Arteria.
Ellie, do you think it's because
of her duties as a member of the Crossritter? I'd imagine so.
You probably linked back up with Kevin.
Though beyond that, I can't hazard a guess as to what that really entails.
Crossbell becoming independent will surely have ramifications on all of its surrounding countries. Chiefly, it could force the major powers into applying even more pressure on the state. How would our citizens weather the storm if things came to that? I expect the two major powers to apply immense pressure on Crossbell from here on out. If Sister Reese has returned to the holy city of Arteria, the Congregation for Sacraments must be preparing to make their move on Crossbell. It could very well portend to this state on the verge of the great turmoil. As a patriarch of Crossbell's parish, there's much about this that I must reflect on. The independent state of Crossbell. I never thought I'd see the day. However, as a man of the cloth, I cannot condone the IBC freezing international assets so brazenly. The Septian Church will undoubtedly keep keeping a close eye on how things develop. Check in with Sister Marble.
Lloyd, how's Kia been? We haven't been holding Sunday school as of late. I'm a little concerned about her.
Actually, he has been acting a little strange these past few days. There must be a lot on her mind.
You're right. She seemed especially worried when we set out today. I'm sorry to hear that. You may be uneasy about the current state of affairs in the city. You're her guardian, Lloyd. Please, look out. Keep looking out for her and be there when she needs you.
I will, Sister Marble.
Crossbell is in quite the predicament. It's hard to say what the future will hold.
Alright, that's the last person inside the church. I think we've been recording for about 2 hours, I feel like. This is a long part. It's hard to imagine what kind of effect independence could have on Crossbell. I only pray those who are resting here will continue to watch over us. So the hidden quest is at the graveyard, huh?
My son's family was so worried about me they came all the way from Wimmerferia to visit. Why would they do that for an old biddy like myself instead of staying somewhere safe as anyone's guess? But I can't deny that it put a smile on my face.
Oh. I don't see anything. Big bro. There's supposed to be a hidden quest here, right? Am I crazy? I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna call this part because it's pretty damn long, actually. It's a little over 2 hours, I believe. So I will see you guys next time for more Trails to Asher. Take care.